I'm 78 years old and people keep asking me the same question. Don't you want someone? Aren't you lonely? What about companionship? So let me say it straight. I stopped dating after 69 and I found peace. And here's the part that will make some people mad. I didn't stop because I gave up. I stopped because I learned something the hard way. You can be alone and feel okay. And you can be with someone and feel more lonely than you've ever felt in your life. Let me tell you how I learned that. When I was 69, I wasn't falling apart. I wasn't drinking. I wasn't spiraling. I had a routine. I woke up early, coffee the way I like it, quiet mornings, a few friends, a few hobbies, a life that wasn't exciting, but it was mine. And then people started pushing. My son, my friends, even strangers. They all said the same thing. You shouldn't be alone, it's not healthy. You deserve love. And little by little, I started believing them. Not because I was lonely, because I was afraid. Afraid that something was wrong with me. Afraid people would judge me. Afraid that if I stayed alone too long, I'd end up forgotten. So I tried dating. It took me days just to set up my profile. And when the first messages came in, I felt something I hadn't felt in a long wanted. That feeling can trick you, because being wanted is not the same as being loved. And it's definitely not the same as being at peace. That's how I met her. Her name was Karen. Nice smile, warm voice. She laughed at my jokes. She asked about my hobbies, acted interested, and at first it felt good. We talked, we met for lunch, we went for walks. For a moment, I thought, maybe everyone was right. Maybe I should have done this sooner. The first couple months were easy. Dinner once or twice a week, a movie in the afternoon, small, normal things. But then the small things started changing. She started calling more, in the morning, then again at lunch, then before bed. At first, I thought it was sweet. This is what couples do, right? But after a while, it didn't feel sweet. It felt like a leash. If I didn't answer fast, she'd call again, then text. Where are you? I was worried. Why didn't you pick up? And I started noticing something in my body. Every time her name popped up on my phone, like I was preparing for a problem. One day I was with my friends for an hour, just an hour. Like I was preparing for a problem. One day I was with my friends for an hour, just an hour. She was upset. I didn't know where you were. And I felt this heavy thing in my chest. She was upset. I didn't know where you were. And I felt this heavy thing in my chest. She was upset. That's when the weekends got worse. Every Saturday had to be something, her family. She was upset. That's when the weekends got worse. Every Saturday had to be something, her family. She'd look hurt. Don't you want to see me? I thought we were together now. She'd look hurt. Don't you want to see me? I thought we were together now. When you're older and you get a girlfriend, everyone acts like you should be grateful. When you're older and you get a girlfriend, everyone acts like you should be grateful. If you need rest, you feel ungrateful. And that is a dangerous place to live. If you need rest, you feel ungrateful. And that is a dangerous place to live. A quiet yes when you meant no. A canceled plan. A hobby you stopped doing. Fishing for us wasn't talking. It was peace. Just sitting there, lines in the water, quiet. Fishing for us wasn't talking. It was peace. Just sitting there, lines in the water, quiet. But I knew if I said yes, Karen would want to come. And if she came, it wouldn't be fishing. It would be complaints about bugs, the heat, how boring it is to sit still. So I told my friend I couldn't make it. That night I sat in my house, alone, and I realized something that scared me. My life wasn't mine anymore. And there was another part nobody likes to mention. Money. At this age, money isn't extra. It's stability. I was living on what I planned for. And suddenly there were dinners every week. Gas, gifts, trips. Not because she was evil, because relationships cost. And I didn't know how to say no without feeling like a bad man. Then there was energy. People forget this too. At 69, at 70, at 78, I've learned that time is our most precious gift. Use it wisely, cherish every moment. By late afternoon, I needed quiet, but she wanted evenings out. More visits, more plans. If I said I was tired, she looked at me like I was making excuses. My friend's husband is 70 and he goes dancing twice a week. And I'd sit there thinking, good for him. But I'm not him. And that's the real problem. When you date at this age, you can accidentally start performing again, trying to prove you still hat, trying to prove you're not old, trying to prove you're not boring, trying to prove you deserve someone. And that performance will drain you to the bone. Then came the moment that ended it. One night she said it. I think we should live together. I froze. Not because I hated her, because I felt panic. I pictured my home, my routine, my peace becoming someone else's schedule. When I eat, when I rest, when I sleep, how loud the TV is, who comes over, what weekends look like. I was giving up my life. So I ended it. And yes, it was painful. She cried. Then she got angry. I felt guilty. My son didn't understand. My friends thought I was crazy. But something happened after a few weeks. I woke up one morning, and my first thought was, what do I want to do today? Not who do I need to answer? Not what plan do I have to keep? Not how do I avoid a fight? Just, what do I want? I went fishing again. I went back to my hobbies. I had quiet evenings, and I wasn't lonely. I was peaceful. And that's when I learned the lesson I needed to learn. There's a difference between being alone and being lonely. With Karen, I was never alone. But I was lonely because I couldn't be myself. That's a special kind of loneliness. When someone is sitting right next to you and you feel more isolated than ever. It's been years now, and I haven't dated since. Not because I'm bitter, because I finally understand why I did it. I got a girlfriend because I was afraid. Afraid of being judged, afraid of being that old man alone, afraid of what people would think. And fear is a terrible reason to give someone access to your life. Now I wake up early. I make my coffee exactly how I like it. I take my time. I live slower, and I don't have to explain myself to anyone. My son finally stopped pushing. He said, "Dad, you seem happier." He was right. I'm happier. Not because I found the perfect person, because I found peace. Now listen carefully. I'm not saying relationships are bad. Some people have a partner who brings calm, a partner who respects space, a partner who adds to your life. That's different. But if you're 70, 75, 80, and you're thinking about dating, fuck up because you're scared of being alone. Being alone doesn't mean you're lonely. And being in a relationship doesn't mean you're not. That's not love. That's fear. At this age, peace isn't a luxury. It's survival. Your body can't handle constant emotional stress forever. So let me give you something simple you can do today. If you're alone and people keep pushing you, practice this sentence: I'm okay. I'm not broken. I'm choosing peace. And if you're dating someone and your body tightens every time their name shows up, pay attention. Your body is honest. Ask yourself, do I feel safe? Do I feel respected? Do I feel like myself? Do I still have my life? And if the answer is no, you are allowed to leave, even at 70, even at 78, even at 80. And if you're alone, you are allowed to stay that way. Your own company can be enough. You don't need someone else to validate your existence. You need to be at peace with who you are. And once you find that peace, you realize something. You need to be at peace with who you are. And once you find that peace, you realize something. And no, I'm not looking for one. Not because I'm bitter, but because I finally learned to love my own company. And I'm not giving that up. You get one life, one chance to live these years on your own terms. Don't waste them trying to make someone else happy while you slowly disappear. Don't trade your peace for companionship that comes with chaos. If this resonated with you, tell me in the comments. Are you happier alone or happier with someone? And what did it take you years to learn? I'll read your story.